Hello and welcome to round 3, where my opponent is Babus Benjamin. My record against him is far from perfect. What do we have here? No particular reasons to deviate from the standard opening, which is rather Yugoslavia than Austria, but very unclear about what my headline should be. The problem is I have too many good headlines in here. Red Scare Purge, Vietnam Revolts, Nasser, Suez Crisis, and these are all great, but Nasser can wait as I have Middle East scoring, and Vietnam Revolts, what if it's defected? Not the biggest deal ever, although I can't decide. Okay, let it be Vietnam Revolts. Containment, so maybe Purge was the right choice. But now, let's try to fight for Middle East. In Southeast Asia, it's basically a draw. I mean, I have +1, he has containment. But if he uses the same card as I... Ooh. Alright. This is getting now more serious. Alright. One option is to play Suez Crisis, getting him his access cut off Israel and Lebanon. And I think I'll go for it. Not really sure what the follow-up should be. I'd love to hold Red Scare Purge, which means I'd probably play NORAD. Or maybe, more conservatively, I just play Red Scare Purge. Hold NORAD. The problem with Nasser is he may coup it right from Egypt, and I don't have time to stop it. Maybe let's play this Nasser now. At least I'll know where I stand after his coup. He didn't coup, which is worth noticing. That was lucky to win this war, actually. He will coup it. Okay, I think there's no way to fight for anything better in Middle East. And with my last action round, maybe I'll risk NORAD, hoping for early Quagmire. Maybe it was even worth. Mm-hmm. Alright, so you have 1.3. Yeah, maybe I should have taken Canada out. Who cares? I got defectors, so let it be with Red Scare. Okay. Now, it's quite unclear how I should play this turn. Europe is probably lost. I don't even have good coup targets, but I think I should perform a coup anyway. So, okay, I lost 1 PP, not a big deal. He got NORAD. I'd love to avoid playing US-Japan Mutual Pact. It would be best to hold it. I'd love to event Fidel, but probably I will have... The plan is to hold US-Japan Pact and the China card. But then captured Nazi scientists and duck and cover are not played. Indo-Pakistani war serves best as a threat. Yep, he got Europe scoring. He stopped my Asia domination. Let's be the first man in space then. Okay, I might play Truman into Burma. Just pretending I might take India. Maybe I can space US-Japan as well. The most crude way to play this hand would be to hold US Japan and put 5 ops from the China card in Japan. This would be too crude to say the least, I think. If not for the CIA, maybe I would even do it. Now it's not worth. No D cards so far. But given that he had to space distal, I might have hope. Maybe he's forced to play decal now. On the other hand, what do I mean by forced? If he has blockade, the obvious play is to play blockade and put one in West Germany, instead of just giving me decal. Not this D card I was thinking of. CIA, but I also have UN intervention, which is great. I'm much more concerned about the fact that I don't have good headlines. I mean, any good headlines. Socialist gone, these two cards gone, the goal gone, so maybe blockade just to cut his hand. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of Indo-Pakistani war. Yep, headline blockade and call it a day. And I think... Ooh, Red Scare gone. I think I should take India and Burma, because I believe Asia wasn't scored. Yeah. So it's +1 now. And now it's +6. It's worth much more than just a privilege to coup. And he should really counter it directly in Asia. Otherwise, he may quite easily end up losing Asia. I'm mostly concerned about his potential 5-year plan, discarding UN intervention from my hand. If he takes Japan, I have US-Japan pact for free, which I am going to make use of. Boosting Thailand because I might be forced to play the China card this turn. I don't think Japan was the best call. But I think he has only 2 ops. So let's make this attempt we wanted to make anyway. Ouch, I forgot about NORAD, so now he may take Japan and score Asia with impunity. Okay, that was a mistake. But on the other hand, now I'm able to play this card completely free. Of course, spacing duck and cover has a drawback. Namely, I'm not able to space 2 ops cards anymore if I succeed. Oh, I got my meal ops. Meaning I don't really need to make use of Indo-Pakistani War event, because Asia was just scored. The odds are 1/3, and the ops can be much more meaningful, especially in Libya, granting me access to Egypt in case he gets an early Sadat. And by the way, putting 2 points in Jordan prevented him from losing 2 VPs in Arab-Israeli war, but I think it wasn't a good choice anyway. I mean, open battlegrounds like, let it be Algeria, for example, even more important than Libya because he has access here as well, and Egypt is very Sadat dependent. I think in the long run it matters much more, and he doesn't need to care about the short run. Not now. I also don't have to care much about Middle East right now. Oh. Oh. I'm very glad I didn't make it. What the fuck a shit is that? Well, okay, ABM Treaty is a great card. Apart from that, it's an absolutely terrible hand. Nuclear subs. Meaning I could probably play grain cells on myself in the very last action round. So, 5-year plan and grain sales. Spacing the Voice of America, if possible spacing also Ussuri. Okay. Let's play it this way. Because now it's up to me what the DEFCON behaves like. And I'd like to make some waiting moves. Yeah, it's correct. I don't have to worry about grain sales. And I can make a clearance in my hand. That wasn't what I wanted to see, but I have more waiting moves to make. We will bury you summit. Shuttle diplomacy. His hand isn't very convincing, I must say. And I think I'll crawl here a little. Because what do we have here? We will bury you. U2 incident. The Cambridge 5. Summit, shuttle diplomacy, Panama Canal returned. I should probably be quite fast with Panama Canal. I can probably quite freely play Kennedy when the time comes. But I can't ignore this one. Ooh. And now I'm really concerned about the result of this coup. So, Summit, Panama Canal, and 3 my cards, of which I don't think he wants to play We Will Bury You, really. Okay, that was good enough, because I plan to play Kennedy so that I take Nigeria and break Brazil. Planning, planning, planning. All right. You have We Will Bury You, Summit, and Panama Canal returned. I'm curious about your decision, sir. We will bury you and summit. Okay. Now I no longer know your hand. But I'll see your further headlines. Okay, Nigeria, I suppose. Yeah. No, Zaire. And successful. Damn it. Okay, so you have one more coup. And yet again, after I coup you. But this nuclear subs... Okay. I'm quite glad with this outcome. Defectors are gone, so now I'm awaiting Quagmire. Oh, defectors are no longer problematic because I'm seeing his headline. And I wrote good enough in Zaire to hope that he can't do much harm about it. Alright then. Now, the nasty 2-op cards are gone, so there is a little relief. Mid-war regions and Southeast Asia are to be scored, and they look good, actually. The throwback of Kennedy. Central America and Southeast Asia, and liberation theology. Okay. That is kinda sorta great. And of course, missile envy is always an option in such case. Because after I see his headline, I may adjust my play to it. Brush war. I'm not happy, but missile envy doesn't show him where my main goals are. I mean, liberation theology would probably show him that Panama is a good target. Now, right, I lost Zaire and Africa looks less than convincing. Flower power. Okay, given that I have South African unrest, and that in general I don't have much, I don't have many ops, I think I'll give him NORAD by cooing Nigeria. I was only hoping to roll better than 1. 3 is better than 1. So, liberation theology, Mexico and Guatemala, I suppose. Mostly because, yeah, he has to play with missile envy now. Let's protect Algeria, take Algeria, see how much he cares about Africa, and protect access to Libya in case of Sadat with one play. I think this is a hand which would be quite easy to waste, but also quite easy to play skillfully. I mean, okay, this is an absurd. There's no such thing as easy to play skillfully, but this is one of such hands which tell a good and bad players apart. Africa will remain as the non-scored region to be taken care of. I think I'll play John Paul. Yeah, Quagmire to Space Race. I don't like it. I do like grabbing 10 points from Central America scoring though. Ooh. If he discards them all, we can have turn 6 reshuffle. Or if he leaves only one. I don't think he wants turn 6 reshuffle. Although he probably wants to have grain sales back. Portuguese Empire, Willy Brandt. Okay, not great, not terrible. Draw 17. So if nobody empties the hand, and I think there is no option of emptying the hand unless he... No, 5-year plan is also gone. So there is going to be one card left on the reshuffle. Maybe this is the time to play the China card actually and fight for Japan, for example. The scorings are gone. The scorings are gone, but the Chinese card are not. This wasn't even as surprising. But what are you holding for your AR7? That's a question. Anyway, I'd like to boost Africa so that I'm temporarily dominating it. The only non-scored region, I mind you. And he has stuff to worry about, although this game is very swingy when you wouldn't like it to be so. The good thing is there aren't many options for him to actually flip the board, flip the score, I mean. Camp David Accords. Okay, I think I'll go with Junta. Boost, taking back Venezuela, dropping DEFCON so that he doesn't benefit from NORAD, and follow it up with Muslim Revolution directly placed into South Africa. Oh well. I mind you, I didn't have D cards to get here. Africa is the only scoring he should worry about. And yes, he should worry about it. No, I won't win the game with Africa scoring. But yes, he may have some tough time trying to fight it back. Okay, this is somewhat nasty, but oh, I could have rolled a little better than that. But as long as I'm not losing in Africa, it should be all right. Cultural revolution for real life. Ooh, immense. This was a heavy one. So I'm losing the China card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So in order to prevent losing that much, let's play it this way. But it may be beneficial for him actually to play Nixon so that he can gain 2 victory points from it. I somehow missed that this gives him immediate domination. Oh, and I started rolling very poorly. Out of a sudden. Three more plays, and I'd love to space bear trap, play solve, and of course I have to play Africa scoring. Alright, am I able to stop his domination? Assuming he coups Cameroon successfully. I'm not probably, so let's dump it now. Mm-hmm. Space bear trap. And decide what we grab with salt. Red Scare, the most universal card. Mm-hmm. I'm quite glad he had Socialist to play. I'm much less glad that... Mm. Mm-hmm. Discard OAS, yeah. All right. So, Red Scare, Brush War against Italy, maybe. Would be nice. But won't be because he gets NATO. All right. So, Quagmire certainly. And let's try to regrab Middle East. Does it make sense to attack Egypt with Brush War? Doubtful. Hmm. Now he may mess up with my hand even more. Let's cancel his NORAD. Great to see his failure under this stall. Not so great to see his success. Okay, Angola is terribly vulnerable to realignments, but you can't have it all. I think I virtually must attack Egypt with Brush War. It's tempting to attack Iran, but it's better to have better odds in this case. We. Would have won Iran as well, but who cares? Hostage crisis will be more effective when it comes to it. So maybe should have been Pakistan, who could know it? But I seem to be on the safe side of everything. CIA is gone. Maybe not on the safe side of this one. But okay, Europe and Africa can bring it to about 0. Even not. All the other regions are quite good for me. He is unable. Oh, I won't see his card any longer. He is practically unable to win with war games, which, by the way, came to my hand. So grain sales is the main concern. Whatever, now the reformer, to stop whatever he could think. Of duck and cover, so this is a DEFCON hunt. But it's too late. So thank you for watching and see you next time.